Deep in the south coast of Cornwall, the thriving resort of Loo. Perched high on a hill above the town, overlooking the sea beyond, is the kingdom of Julian Peck.
Good afternoon, Fieldhead. Another day in the life of a hotelier. On and on and on we go. Oh! My special plants are money plants. Not being very successful, are you?
The Fieldhead is a 16-bedroom hotel.
It's a traditional hotel, a country house hotel by the sea. You could be in Mexico or the Dominican Republic, and it's identical. To me, this is... Whoa!
Guests can enjoy sea view balconies, a restaurant, swimming pool, plus a unique Fieldhead service.
When guests come in for dinner, we pull the chair out. People don't appreciate the services that we offer.
The Fieldhead might provide guests a nostalgic trip down memory lane, but only if they're able to navigate the hotel's rather intricate booking system.
The tariff sheet. If you stay 1 night, 3 nights, 7 nights, in this kind of room, that kind of room, at this season, that season, you know how much you're going to pay.
Owner Julian has spent the past 9 years building the Fieldhead up to what he believes is the same standard as the 5-star hotels he's spent his life working in.
I had a glittering career, yes. Worked at Brown's as a waiter and the Dorchester. Who hasn't heard of the Dorchester? Africa. Oh, wonderful, marvellous, magnificent hotels. General manager of that, 5-star. Pucker stuff. Yeah, I managed them. I mean, I was the boss man.
Going off on a tangent.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Wife Gill married Julian 7 years ago. Along with gaining a husband, she became lumbered with the labours of running the Fieldhead's kitchen to Julian's impeccable standards.
1 salad, 1 brie, 1 cod, 1 chicken. I change the menu every day. I don't enjoy doing breakfasts, I'd rather not. You know, I've had moments where I've just can't cope, burst into tears or something, didn't I, when I first started?
Did you? Yeah.
Wouldn't notice.
But despite its panoramic sea views, the Fieldhead is struggling to keep its head above water. New guests are a rare sighting.
I think it was last November, the entire month, 5 rooms out of 496. With those figures, it's pathetic.
And Julian's a very particular proprietor.
I hate complaints. I can't really deal with them.
Because Julian's always right.
Huh?
Because you're always right.
Hate to say it, but I do find that I am right.
But something's wrong. With profits falling, staff have been scaled back, increasing the pressure on Julian, Gill and their young family.
Where is the laundry? No laundry?
Not yet, I haven't done it yet.
It's not making us happy like it was. No.
I'd rather be at home putting the children to bed. But instead, you know, I'm here, cooking.
From such a fantastic career, who wants to end your life on a failure?
The Fieldhead is in dire straits. Enter the hotel inspector. Julian's hoping Alex Polizzi can throw his hotel a lifeline.
On paper, I would say that Loo seems rather a promising place to have an accommodation business. The fact that so many people have come into Cornwall and have set up ventures that are doing really well suggests to me that there is money to be made here. So I'm going to be interested to see what I'm coming to.
My special occasion shirt. I'm the manager. Oh, yeah, she'll be nervous. Oh, she's going to be scared stiff of meeting me. Come on, Alex. Hey, she's going to come in, right? Oh, hi, Julian. Nice to meet you. Alex, good afternoon. Welcome and hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Very nice to meet you, Julian.
Nice to meet you.
Thank
Good
you
afternoon.
very much. I'm thrilled to be here.
Julian sells his rooms on a per person, per night basis.
And this is your room.
Thank you very much.
He's checking Alex into one of his standard sea view rooms priced at £95 for single occupancy.
Enjoy your stay.
Thank you, I will.
Anything you need, let us know.
Thank you very much, Julian.
Thank you, Alex. Bye.
But Julian's just realised a problem.
Took her to the room, and of course room 11 is the one room in the place that has a damaged wardrobe. I don't want to spend £1,500 for a 10-pence hinge.
Well, look. I have a pussy on my bed. And it's my do not disturb sign. Never think you've seen it all, is what I say. There's quite a lot of furniture in it for the size of it. And I'm not entirely sure either how you would sit at that desk in that great big lumping chair. The kind of space management in here needs handling. What would you do with your suitcase? Where would you put it?
In our opinion, the decor is greatly improved from what it was.
Wow. I have no idea who has made this terrible crime against good taste. This bedspread with this wallpaper. Why on earth would anyone have done this?
We've done all the decorating not that long ago.
This is a nice 70s touch. I haven't seen this in a while. Along with the modesty curtain.
I think that she will say, you're doing a darn good job.
Words fail me. But I don't think the way they've hung the pictures is forgivable in this lifetime. Has the world gone mad?
And if she doesn't, she'll be the only guest we ever have that doesn't say that.
This is a dated room. Traditional is fine. Dated or old-fashioned is that kind of headboard. That is the bit where my patience cracks.
I think we do everything really right and well.
No wonder his bookings are down. For that money, you can stay in lots of nice places now in Cornwall, and this just isn't good enough.
So far, Alex has dissected the decor.
Good Lord. I do not see what the monkey with the suitcase has to do with anything. All this looks like an old people's home.
The hotel inspector believes the Fieldhead's furnishings are a symbol of an outdated approach to hospitality.
I do not think they have their finger on the pulse of the modern traveller. But these are the facts and they must be faced.
It's a new day. Alex is waking up to a very peculiar omission.
The Fieldhead restaurant. This is for breakfast in your room. Toast is not an option. I have never seen that before. Why? Why is toast not an option? What have they got against toast? Poor old toast.
Ta-da! He has arrived.
Alex heads downstairs in search of toast.
Huge choice. Yeah.
We have the full English, scrambled eggs on toast, poached eggs.
Boiled eggs, Dartmouth smokehouse kippers, locally smoked haddock, plain or cheese omelette, smoked salmon, scrambled eggs or eggs Benedict.
There's a steak on the menu. Basically, anything they want, really.
I think this could possibly be simplified a bit. I'm relieved to see toast as an option in the restaurant, seeing as it isn't downstairs. Thank you, darling.
You're very welcome. Oh, I'll get you some clean spanners.
No, it's fine, it's fine. As a matter of interest, why
Yes.
is toast not an option in the bedrooms?
Sorry?
Why is toast not allowed in the bedrooms?
It's not. The balcony breakfast is served on a slightly smaller tray.
Right,
And juices go there,
yes.
spanners go there,
Spanners?
knife and fork,
Oh, yes. Fine.
and then the main course has to go in the middle.
Yes.
With cloches.
Yes.
Oh, and buns. And once you get into toast, then we run out of space. Yep.
So you couldn't fit toast in the basket that you put the buns in?
But then you've got to do butter, you've got to do which
then-
confiture do you want?
And then the world would...
Exactly.
OK. So that's why. Thank you for the
Yeah.
answer.
Thank you. Well, what happens if they want toast? Well, they can come down, have the buffet.
Julian clearly has a very personal sense of logic that's rather unique to him. Good Lord, this might be harder than I expected.
Alarmed by the Fieldhead's king-sized menu, Alex wants to talk to the lady of the house and head chef, Gill.
Morning.
Good morning, Alex.
So how much do you have to do with how the menu is? Is it all you?
Yes.
And you change it every night?
Every day, every night I change for the next day's menu. Yeah.
It's a very complicated way of doing things.
Yeah, it is.
Why do you do it like that?
Because it's always been a daily changing menu.
I think it's a really inefficient use of your time.
Right.
Tell me about your working day.
Starts over here, about 7:45. I'll do breakfast, then I'll go up to do the housekeeping, the rooms. Dinner starts at 6. That's what I do until...
Darling, it's not much
No.
time for family life.
No, it's none.
I think that's not a good thing. I mean, I've got little ones myself. Oh, sorry. So that's obviously the sore point. I know, don't. I didn't mean to
No.
upset you, I'm sorry. You'll make me cry.
No. I mean, the harshest thing was this year, Louise won Carnival Queen for the loo, and I couldn't go.
Oh no, darling, that's awful.
And I was like,
So I think that kind of work-life balancing has to be slightly readjusted. It must be agony for her over the whole summer. And the thing is that it's relentless. I found myself getting quite emotional about it because it's obviously really wounding to her. Julian's a bit of a tartar in the sense of it being his way or the highway. And maybe he needs a short, sharp shock. So, sir, I have come to
hello.
you for
Sorry.
the facts and figures.
Oh, right.
So, my room was £95.
Yes.
Why are you doing it so per person, if you don't mind me asking? Which is
Because I've done it for years.
what I'm trying to get at is that was a way that lots of people used to do it back in the day.
Oh, OK.
That's and it's quite unusual now to find it done by per person. I've looked at your tariff card, but it's a complicated way for people to understand what they would be paying for a room. What I'm trying to work out is how to drive more guests to
absolutely.
you. How people perceive you is going to be a part of that. So words are important.
Julian's elaborate tariff card is in desperate need of modernisation. And it isn't the only evidence of antiquated attitudes.
This is an amazing room with a lovely view, but you haven't really done it great service. It's a bit old-fashioned.
We've just bought all the flipping furniture.
I know, well,
within
that-
the last 18 months.
We need to tone it down a bit. Why do you have the Siamese dancers? You know, what does it add to this hotel in Loo in Cornwall?
Right.
Next in the firing line, the underused restaurant.
We need to think about ways again in here to make it look a bit less like your auntie's tea room. You know, sometimes you could just do mats. Couldn't you do a table setting with a mat?
with no top, with no
What,
cloth.
no tablecloth? Horror!
Don't tell anyone I said that.
No, better not.
No. Well, you can. I would have to say that I do not think that that is a completely unacceptable breakfast solution. And again, it just looks a little bit more modern.
Finally, Alex wants to take Julian and Gill to task on space management in the bedrooms.
So, this is such a lovely big room, and it could be so nice. but you're squashing everything in. So what you've got is this kind of masses and masses of bits of furniture all together. The impression isn't particularly chic.
I think that's very stylish. Nice style.
So what would this room cost? Give me, let's now. Two of us staying here.
160.
So tomorrow I'm going to take you to a hotel that's doing really well here and show you what 160 buys you at another establishment. For £160 you get an awful lot. Yeah? I find Julian really charming, but he's obviously, more than anything else, very, very keen on going on doing things exactly the way that he's done them for millennia. And I don't think that's really an option.
I am slow to accept a change. Unfortunately, that's a bit sums me up.
He needs to attract new customers. A more elderly clientele who I've seen here at the moment are fantastic, but you need to replace them with a younger generation. Otherwise, soon this place won't have any customers at all.
Having given her hosts the night to sleep on it, Alex steps up her campaign to entice the Pecks out of the Dark Ages.
So, you describe yourselves on some of your literature as a traditional country house by the sea. I think this is a traditional country house by the sea.
The Talland Bay Hotel is the Fieldhead's direct competition, just a few miles away, with similarly priced sea view rooms.
When people are looking up Lou Cornwall, rooms to stay, this is something you're going to be coming up against. I just want us to think that, that people have a big choice. And we have to make your place the best it can possibly be so that we can compete. Yes?
Yes.
Good idea.
Come follow me.
Alex is determined to prove that traditional needn't mean old-fashioned.
So, this room goes between 190 and 150.
Okay.
I think this is a good kind of fresh look. White linen, kind of quite pale colours. This is very much the kind of current... What? Don't you harumph in my ear. You asked me to come in and help you, and I think the important thing is to recognise what's happening around and what is successful. We need to attract new, fresh guests, and to do that we need a new, fresh look.
Can't get my head round it.
He really does resist change, and I think he's very out of touch with what the modern guest wants.
Clientele here is very different from ours. Very posh. We're not posh, and I don't want to be posh. Many of our guests would take fright here. No, I'm proud to be just down to earth.
So, the first thing I have to say to you, I've already said before, which is I think we really need to modernise and simplify your lives and the running of the hotel. You need to start thinking about the hotel in a fresh way, and frankly, getting rid of some of the crap is not a bad start. I think it makes the place look old-fashioned rather than traditional. Old-fashioned being a bad word, traditional having positive connotations.
Yeah, I agree. I'll declutter definitely, and it would be really nice to brighten the place up.
Alex also plans to spruce up the sitting room and modernise the Fieldhead's sea view bedrooms. Next to be brought up to date, Julian's selling strategies. Alex believes his mind-bending price list adds up to all that's wrong with his approach to marketing.
I understand that you think that it's easy to read your rates, and I disagree. It isn't a modern way of doing things. Again, it's an attitude that I'm asking you to change, and I'll tell you why. You have slipped behind.
Yes.
Finally, moved by her emotional encounter with Jill, Alex has radical plans for the running of the Underused restaurant.
Honestly, I cannot think of one 16-bedroom hotel in my entire acquaintance, including my own, that rewrites the menus every day. I mean, it's just exhausting. What a waste of bloody time and energy. Also, I would ask you to consider at least closing the restaurant 2 days a week. Whatever bloody night you want to do it, at least you have a bloody night off. Other places do it. The sky doesn't fall on your head. Do you know what I mean, darling? I mean, it's ridiculous. What are you doing? I mean, Jill's tearful. You know, darling, I can't bear it. I don't care if you agree or disagree, just try it. I'm asking you just to give what I say a go. But I personally think that it will be quite freeing, some of this. 8 years your way. Try it my way for a change. I felt passionately about the fact that they mustn't let their work overtake their life. I'm going to do my best to yank his hotel into this current age. I expect him to yank his mind into the current mentality.
No one wants to be old-fashioned. No one wants to go somewhere old-fashioned. Traditional, yeah.
Yeah, but what's the difference?
What's the difference? Nothing traditional about those arm covers.
Battle plan in place. It's now up to the Pecks to start the Fieldhead revolution. First task, declutter the hotel's more dated decor.
Don't look so frightened. How about these girls? $2.99. Still got the price on.
Despite Jill's gentle persuasion, Julian is struggling to let go of the past.
Julian,
Huh?
can these go away with the decluttering?
No.
Why?
What's going to go here?
Nothing. You don't need anything there. We've got a nice stained glass window.
I don't know.
What about if we just lose that one?
No. No. No, no. No.
No?
No.
Julian's wall of negativity could prove a barrier to change.
Just take it. I'll take it and wrap him up and put him somewhere safe.
Alex feels he needs a shock to the system. So, to show them just how she does it, she's arranged for the Pecks to spend the day at her own country house hotel.
I've suggested to Julian that he goes to Ensley to spend the day with my manager there, Adam.
Hello, morning. Welcome to Ensley.
Adam is really good at all the technical stuff that Julian is so useless at. I think it's a great opportunity. I hope he enjoys it and takes full advantage.
First, a look at a contemporary yet traditional room.
We have some beds like this.
Let's have a look at the view, yes.
Yeah.
Stunning view, right across the Tamar.
But we look out to sea 20 miles.
Julian gets a lesson in the language of marketing.
So Alex has asked me to discuss packages with you.
And Jill gets the chance to spend some time with the hotel's head chef.
Offering less means that you can give more.
Mulling over menus that could help simplify her time-consuming kitchen.
I've done a proposal perhaps for a slightly less labour-intensive breakfast menu and the dinner menu.
Okay.
While Jill's embracing new ideas,
I was thinking that perhaps we could play on fish and chips, maybe look at loose squid and chips.
Julian's refusing to budge on the thorny issue of the tariff card.
It's a wealth of information. I'm not quite sure where to look, if I'm honest, to try and find out. And you really have to study it properly. Could we make it simpler?
Yeah, I can just put a one night, a one tariff. Yeah, I can do that. Is it going to help me? I wish I could accept that, because I do it.
Julian's defiant, but Jill leaves inspired and hopeful.
Paul's suggestion for a night off was afternoon tea laid out with some optional champagne on 1 day a week, maybe. I don't know what you think about that.
Two outside the Fieldhead. I don't see a an afternoon tea or a cream tea or a champagne tea replacing dinner.
OK, we'll talk about it.
Back in Lou, the Fieldhead's beginning to emerge from the past, with Jill reaping the rewards of a simplified menu.
Not having to change the menu every day is already a load off my mind. That little half an hour at the end of the evening is just so nice not to have to worry. Happy Gilly Gill. Unleashed a beast. Come the revolution, you'll see, Mr. Peck.
While Jill has an open mind about change, Julian's seems firmly shut.
I think any change is painful for Julian, so he probably thinks he's come quite a long way to meet me, but not far enough.
It's time for the riot act.
Good afternoon, Fieldhead.
Julian, it's Alex.
Alex!
Hello, good afternoon.
I was just
Wondering how it had gone with Adam yesterday.
We had a wonderful day.
Adam felt like you were quite resistant to change.
No.
No? Well,
The tariff is a bit of an issue, yes.
yes. To simplify the tariff is...
I just don't terribly enjoy it.
Yeah. Yes, no, I understand that, darling. I just want you to be aware of the fact
The technological advances
made a huge difference to how we market.
book, compare and review in this industry.
And I feel that you have to become au fait with that, otherwise you really risk falling completely behind.
You're right.
You are right.
100%, yes.
Have you changed anything about the menu?
Yeah.
Good.
I just can't see a cream tea with champagne.
The thing is, darling, that I understand.
That your current residents may be annoyed by the changes that you're going to make in the restaurant.
However, I think this will be more than outweighed by the benefits it brings your wife.
You sounded...
Kind of stubborn as a mule.
Who's stubborn as a mule?
You are!
I'm not.
No? Give me strength, Lord.
She said I'm being as stubborn as a mule. I'm flipping not.
Alex's attempts to entice Julian into the modern age may be proving painful. But her design team have made giant leaps forward in the Fieldhead's bedrooms. They're busy adding fresh flourishes to the guest lounge. It now makes the most of the magnificent views.
I didn't find the view cluttered, but it
Before.
is now certainly uncluttered. It's better than Christmas, frankly.
Camera ready. Alex has also arranged for a photo shoot to help get the Fieldhead's new website off to a flying start.
I can see you there, Julian. If you could just... I can still see you. Stand right back.
Sorry,
here.
sorry. Oh, brilliant.
Hoping that this is a whole start of a new facelift, Fieldhead facelift. It needs it badly, you know.
I think it is a new era. It will be a new era. Oh, that's a big improvement. That is a big improvement.
Conventional has made way for contemporary.
Pictures. I didn't notice the Oh,
On the wall.
lampshades.
And Alex has proved her point that less is more.
Look, that's on the wall. Ooh, don't touch it.
Nice. How lovely.
Modernise and simplify.
Once clashing, the new look bedrooms now complement the view.
Wow. Oh, it's gorgeous. It's amazing.
Hey, really, really, really pleased.
This is it. We've gone up a notch.
We have?
Now the Pecks must perform to a guest list of Cornwall's movers and shakers who could help reverse the fortunes of their hotel.
We've got half a dozen new taxi drivers coming. Yeah, nice for chat, you know.
I have asked Julian to invite the great and the good from Lou to his relaunch in a way.
Now, does one address him as Mr. Mayor or just Mayor?
I think it allows him to show his pride in his hotel, his commitment to the area, and how much he loves Lou.
Hello? Hello, is that Mr. Mayor? It is, yeah. Good morning, it's Julian at the Fieldhead.
It'll all go fine, as long as Julian keeps his calm, doesn't lose his head.
How's that? How's that?
The Fieldhead's big day kicks off with an exclusive boat trip around the bay.
So this is our chance to shine. I've brought a surprise guest as well, Simon Calder, travel editor of The Independent.
Oh, wow.
So I want you to really pull out all the stops. It would be nice if you could wax lyrical about Lou.
All aboard that's going aboard?
If Simon was to go away and write a piece in The Independent for us, it would be putting the Fieldhead onto a completely different footing, because it would be bringing it to the attention of a wider audience.
Julian has 60 minutes to wow his captive audience. It's sink or swim.
We're almost coming into view, so you can never miss us if you're out at sea, of course.
The party's barely left the harbour before Alex has to wade in and rescue a drowning Julian.
Lou has gone through a very, very bad 2 years.
Well, don't tell me, because I haven't read it.
Oh, well, good.
I'm
But
under
it
the
is
illusion
so.
that everything's rosy here.
They say that Lou floods. Lou doesn't flood, it just overflows.
Fine.
It is enough to drive or keep people away.
You're enough to keep people away, shush.
Oh.
So phase one of the Fieldhead launch event has now been accomplished. I can't say it went entirely according to plan. I mean, there was many a moment where I wanted him just to shut up, and if I had been Jill, I would have elbowed him in the ribs hard. I wanted to be relentlessly positive about Lou, not drone on about the bad press. This is a PR event. So let's leave everyone with a nice warm fuzzy glow, shall we?
Get up on this. Thank you so much for coming. If you would care in due course to have a look round our rooms, just to see what we're about. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Susan.
While the Pecks promote the refreshed Fieldhead,
Go and have a nosy.
Alex is making a final attempt to change that tariff.
So, can I ask you something first of all? When you book a holiday, do you in general book per person or per room?
Per room.
Per room.
Yeah.
So does this not look quite complicated?
Yeah, it does.
Too complicated.
Yeah.
Quite old-fashioned, this, isn't it?
This is just, it doesn't make any sense. It looks like an electricity bill or something.
And also it's per person.
Yeah, oh no!
While he's been showing people the rooms, I have been taking a straw poll on what people think of Julian's rate card, and much as I suspected, this is old school and this is the way forward. I'm prepared to make one last stand. Alex Polizzi's last stand will be taken on the rate card.
The Fieldhead is delighting the dignitaries.
Yeah, the rooms are really nice.
Yeah, they're looking really nice, isn't it? Yeah,
Absolutely.
What Alex has done has really livened things up. I think it's made a great deal of difference.
But have the Pecks done enough to pull in the press?
It is really looking good, and you can just see the way that this is gradually being transformed. But gradual, I don't think is good enough. I think there is plenty to be done. I come here for the view, but it's also a bit of a question of attitude. There is no market for old-fashionedness.
So, are you pleased with how today went?
really pleased with everything.
Overall, it was very positive. Simon said to me that he would like to come back in 6 months' time and see where you are.
Yes.
You must be bold now. You know, you must give the right impression because you need new customers.
Yeah.
I couldn't leave you without having one more go about this. So one of the things I did, which is rather mean because I did it behind your back, was I gave everybody the current tariff list and a slightly altered tariff list as done by me. And I asked them which they thought was more attractive.
You didn't.
A couple of people commented that your one was like doing maths homework. But I do think that new you, new rate card.
Message delivered. Alex has the final and most crucial matter to settle.
When are you two next going to have a day off?
Next Monday.
Good.
We're going away Monday for 4 nights.
Oh, I'm so pleased.
Yes.
Almost. I feel like that's the biggest victory.
But Jill doesn't want to stop there.
When we do get busy next month, next year, you know, with that in mind that we're going to be busy, I want weekend chef and a weekend front of house. Really, seriously, we want a weekend, some weekend help so we can have the weekends.
Anyway, I'm glad to see.
Yeah.
I'm passing the baton on to you. No, because I think I've kind of lit the fire in your belly for change. And I think you're the one who needs to keep on exerting gentle pressure.
Oh, yes.
Maybe whisper into his ear at night. New tariff card. Good pillow talk, isn't it? Overall, I'm quite amazed at what we've managed to achieve. I think Julian's very cautious about change, and I'm really amazed that we've managed to push through as much as we have. But the biggest change is Jill. She has really found her feet.
Tariff. Tariff, that's his deaf ear. Tariff.
Just 1 month later, the impact on the whole family is clear.
My view of the future is so positive.
I think we've got 10 years younger.
We do have more time together.
Steady.
Come on. We're just so pleased.
Oh, God.
Flipping marvellous. The new Fieldhead at its very best. And I'm really pleased to say we are continuing. We've shredded room 16.
Modernise and simplify, darling.
But at the Fieldhead, some things never change.
I don't think you're going to get the change of tariff. That's just one step too far. For now. We'll see.
The Rose and Crown, a hotel in the historic market town of Wisbech in Cambridgeshire.
Hello, Rose and Crown.
With 30 bedrooms and 5 function rooms, the hotel blossomed for 6 centuries in the town centre. But now the Rose and Crown is withering. With no experience in the industry, Jonathan Davies and Jacqueline Newt bought the big hotel with big ideas.
Yeah, I felt it had a lot of potential. I felt the town had a lot of potential. You know, I thought within 2 years we'd probably look at buying another hotel.
58-year-old Jonathan packed in antique stealing, and Jackie a career in nursing, to become hoteliers 4 years ago. But it's been tough going.
The hotel was making a loss when we bought it. And since then, it's struggled into profit and then into loss. It's a very challenging job to run a fairly large business and employ people.
It's not just the size of the business that Jonathan finds challenging.
I'm not a people person. I keep being told I'm not a people person. I try to be a little bit set aside, a little bit standoffish, separate, detached, moody, whereas Jacqueline is friendly, approachable. I'm the ideas man, really. A bit of a problem there is that everybody thinks you're wrong, you know, that they've got better ideas than you've got. But I still think that on balance, my ideas are the best.
The Rose and Crown has become a thorn in the couple's side.
I think we both want it to grow as a business. We'd both like it to succeed. You know, at the moment we find that quite hard to know how it's going to.
If we were not to succeed, this would be a tremendous blow, yeah, absolutely. We would lose certainly well over $500,000 and maybe nearer $750,000.
They need award-winning hotelier Alex Polizzi to turn this failing hotel around.
If I turned up here knowing that I was about to stay, my heart would really sink. Crumbling paintwork, dirty windows, looks very unappealing.
Welcome to the Rose and Crown.
Thank you very much for inviting me here.
Pleasantries exchanged, it's straight down to business.
So, Jackie, Jonathan, can you tell me, how did you come to buy the Rose and Crown?
It was my decision to buy the hotel, and basically I wanted to do something different. So I sold some bits and pieces of property that I had, and we bought this hotel.
It was just a new venture, really, and I was just, believed that Jonathan knew what he was doing, and we decided to go ahead and...
Yeah, I don't know whether she was shocked or what, really.
Did you look at the books before you bought it?
No.
So really you bought blind?
Not quite, but yes, we didn't have full accounts.
What's your business like at the moment?
Our room bookings now are half what they were 6 months ago.
So your occupancy, you would say, is about what?
Well, at the moment it's about 17%.
Who runs the staff?
Jacqueline is the PR person. She's everybody's friend. But I have a rather different view. I'm quite distant from the staff, and I prefer it to be that way. So if staff offer to make me a cup of tea, I always refuse it. It's my policy. I mean, I would readily admit that I'm not a terribly affable. I'm not one of these guys who's terribly, hail fellow, well met.
Which is a bit of a drawback for a hotel owner.
It is a drawback. Yes, it absolutely is. Yes, I mean, I tend to be more of a backroom boy than a sort of, an affable guy in the front.
So you're the front of house,
Yes.
are you?
To get a better understanding of the Rose and Crown's problems, Alex will stay the night.
Okay, and here's your room.
Thank you very much.
Here we are. This is one of our heritage rooms. It's got a bit of beaming and some exposed brickwork, and we thought you might like this room.
Thank you very much, Jonathan.
Okay.
I'll see you later.
Very good.
Thanks.
Okay.
Bye. Well, I quite like this room. I like the exposed brickwork. All in all, this is an inoffensive room. It's perfectly serviceable.
At £50 a night, Alex's room has met expectations. Time to explore the other 29 bedrooms.
Well, this isn't too bad. I can't quite understand why their occupancy is so low. Carpet's coming up a bit. Rather an odd place to put a mirror, but nothing that would make you just despair at having to stay here. So now that I've looked around the rooms, there doesn't seem anything too dreadful about them. Could obviously do with some money being spent on them, but I have a terrible feeling that that's not the real problem here. I think the worst is yet to come. I was woken up this morning by the gentle chink of scaffolding poles. There's a local market in the square. Door outside my room banged quite a lot. Can't say I had an amazing night's sleep. Bloody door.
The hotel inspector's investigation can start early. First, a grand tour with Jonathan of the not-so-grand car park.
Whose are all these rather older, dusty cars over there?
Ah, well, a couple of those are mine, I must confess.
Are they?
But,
and is that yours too?
Yes, that's the one we're taking bits off.
And over here, what's all this?
The kitchen equipment here is some kitchen equipment that we want to put in. The ploughs, I want to put one of those on the front wall, sort of Fenland ploughs. Agriculture was very important in this area. You have to buy these things when you see them. These ploughs are very rare now.
I know, but
and the kitchen equipment needs to go.
Jonathan, if I was a guest and I came here and I saw this, it isn't a particularly appealing or safe-looking place to park my car.
It's not a good start. Alex looks for Jackie, holed up in the office.
May I?
A ground floor room just off the front reception area.
This is a bit overwhelming. I don't know quite what to say.
It's rather a mess, isn't it?
About this room. It is a complete mess, and I don't have any idea how you manage to function, how you manage to run a hotel from this as its nerve centre. The thing is, you know, a hotel
should be ordered.
It should be ordered.
Yeah. Life is very chaotic, as you obviously appreciate, you know, when you've got a hotel. And obviously I'm trying to run the home as well.
It's almost impossible to see what's important and what's not important.
Yeah.
I don't know one small hotel that would survive in this kind of environment.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's just not the way that you need to do things to go on. Yeah. Tell me, how do you feel about this business after 4 years?
I quite like the hotel business, and I would like to see, you know, it work. I don't feel at the moment that we're in control of the business.
It's becoming clear to Alex that the mountain of mess in the office is symptomatic of the problems facing the hotel. By cutting this front-of-house area off from the public, there's no chance of catching passing trade and money. Alex has an idea for a new office space in the hotel basement, but there's a lot of work to do.
Oh my goodness. This is Jonathan's glory hole. This would be a perfect office space.
That's what I think.
You know, it would give the hotel back that room.
Yes.
It would force you to go through some of that paperwork. Yes. I think Jonathan needs some tram lines to run in.
Yes.
Because, you know, he's doing this, that and the other, and I don't think he's doing anything very effectively. No. Collecting is distracting him from his real task of making the hotel function properly.
I think so too.
Oh dear, it's going to take a while to sort out all this though.
In need of a calming cup of tea, Alex heads to the first floor dining room.
Oh, I can't say this is a very well put together room. Stacked up banqueting chairs, the bits and bobs, the ephemera that's everywhere, and actually the general levels of hygiene. It's dirty mirror, filthy carpet. When's the last time this place was hoovered, for goodness sake? I've pretty much never sat in a more depressing breakfast room. I mean, the proportions of this room are lovely, and it could be great. Ooh, really feels like a failing hotel.
The hotel inspector continues her investigation. Next to the breakfast room on the first floor, there's the grandly named mitre room, an ideal space for private or corporate functions.
This is another beautiful room that has been completely inappropriately claimed by the chaos. This room is useless to anybody how it is at the moment. Imagine if by some miracle someone came looking for a private dinner. What would he show them? This room, looking like this? You'd run a mile. It makes me feel so immensely angry. You know, it's like someone's attic. I had to get out just to clear my head of this kind of fetid air in there. It feels like rigor mortis has already set in, and I'm not entirely sure if we can reanimate the corpse.
In search of Jonathan, Alex discovers her worst fears have come true.
Hi, Jonathan. You've got a function in here.
Sorry?
You've got a function in here.
Yes, I've got a meeting.
All right.
I was told about 20 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago.
So where are you going to put everything?
This lot. I'll go next door.
So is it unusual that something like this is dumped on, you know, that you're surprised like this?
Yeah, well, it's not, no.
Tell me, because, you know, I can't believe that this room was like it was and that you're going to have to somehow turn it around for a function.
Yeah, I should have been told. I was reminded last night, actually, but...
Seems slightly chaotic. Well, look, I don't want to... I mean, you've got enough to do, so okay. I'll see you in a minute.
Very good, very good.
Is there nothing I can help you with?
No, it's okay. We'll just quickly move this.
Okay,
so,
fine.
Joe can give me a quick hand.
Everywhere you look, there's crap.
Jonathan's collections are infiltrating every nook, cranny and corridor. There are other rooms hijacked by Jonathan. This time, they are bedrooms.
I know.
final room on her tour of terror is stuck away at the back of the hotel. A hall perfect for large functions.
Another room with just more crap in it. Oh, it's quite astonishing. This is new in my experience. It really is, because he's got the bare bones of a lovely building. Look at this mess. It's just awful. What the fuck has this got to do with the price of fish? The more I see, the more disgusted I am, the more angry I'm getting with him. What gives him the right to think that he is in any way a hotelier? Owning a hotel doesn't make you a hotelier. Honestly, I'm shocked. And I'm furious with him. I feel like taking him by the lapels and just shaking him. I really do. Bastard.
It's time for Alex to confront the Rose and Crown's owners.
Over the last 2 days, I've gone through periods of feeling such rage with you. Because I think, how can you be so arrogant and so conceited as to think you can just walk in and start running a hotel? From a basis of no knowledge. Every single public area is in a state of disrepair that I find shocking. And that you are completely blind to, clearly.
No, I wouldn't agree with that. No, I don't think that's terribly fair.
I'm amazed at how you're in denial about how this looks to someone else. Everywhere I look, every corner I turn, every set of doors I open, there's a mess somewhere.
Well, one man's meat is another man's poison, but...
I can't bear it. Honestly, it makes me feel ill. It looks uncared for. The downstairs room, which is just gorgeous. It is such a mess in there that you have to keep the curtains closed. I mean, the breakfast room. When's the last time that was hoovered? I mean, it just looks a shambles. It isn't attractive, it isn't appealing. It certainly isn't a heritage.
It's just somewhere to have breakfast.
I know, Jonathan, but then you could say, what's a hotel but somewhere to lay your head? Now, if you want to stay in this business, you need to pick up your game considerably. And I'd like to hear from you whether you think you can do it.
Well, you're really suggesting that we get away from the homely bed and breakfast sort of image maybe, and we head towards the clean-cut professional hotel.
It's not homely to have crap in the corners everywhere, darling. It's just not. It's nothing to do with it being homely. It's completely inappropriate in a hotel. You need to create order where there is chaos. And that is something that is obviously not your forte now. What do you think, Jackie? There's no, I see you nodding, but I'd like to hear what you think.
I mean, I think what you say is very true. The basics have been, deserted. I mean, I think it is a bit higgledy-piggledy.
I think, basically, we've got a very short space of time to effect change here. And either you embrace it wholeheartedly, or you drag your feet. And if you drag your feet, I'm going to have a problem going through with this, because there's so much to tackle that I really need to know that we are all pulling in the same direction. If you sort out an office, then we've got an option of a space that we can try and use. The back areas have to be cleared out so that I feel like you've made a commitment to this as a hotel. And unless I see that you've made a huge effort before I come back, I promise you I will just turn around and walk away, because this is not a change that can be affected by one person. This has to be affected by you. It's your hotel. Do you understand? You've got a month. Okay?
Okay. I prefer people who are blunt, to be honest. Yes, I am a hoarder. I do like my antiques, and it makes me feel at home. Streamlining is probably quite a good idea. So we'll have to see how we do with it. But, I was definitely put on the naughty stool, the ladies against me. But that often happens, so I'm quite used to that, I think.
The hotel inspector is looking more for a radical clear-out than a streamline. The office, with its prime location on the street side of the hotel, needs to become a room for customers. If the Rose and Crown felt more welcoming, it would be more likely to pull in overnight guests. The bedrooms would get more use, and the business could finally blossom. Jonathan and Jackie have a month to get their hotel in order, or the hotel inspector will walk. It's 1 week later, as Alex's ultimatum sunk in.
Jonathan agrees in principle, I think, to what Alex wants, but it's just him finding the time to do it, because he's always got other things to do, and the other things he always thinks are more important.
We get two.
Despite Jonathan's different priorities, Jackie is determined for the Rose and Crown to succeed. She drafts in her 31-year-old nephew, Dan.
I've had a good go today in the car park. I got rid of some old benches, filled up a whole skip of rubbish. I think I can actually make a difference here.
The next blot on the hotel's landscape is the office, submerged under a sea of junk.
I'm gradually clearing bits out, but not that you'd notice too much. Don't walk on my computer.
With Jonathan nowhere to be seen, Dan lends a hand.
What about these shoes and socks and things?
Honestly, that might as well go, I think.
It's a fair bit to do, isn't there? Having her knowing what's important and me going, you know, is it really important? Let's just chuck it.
That bag can go.
Is this going?
Well, yes, it might as well,
Yeah.
I think, because Jonathan won't actually even know it's here.
Oh, I haven't seen Jonathan very much. He's keeping a low profile at the moment.
I'm going to get murdered for touching this lot.
He's a difficult man to get on with, but that's just the way he is. Excellent, it's good. We're actually getting through it a bit, aren't we?
Yeah.
One month on, she's back.
It's obvious Jonathan and Jackie have made some effort. There were all the trestle tables there, which have disappeared. There are visible trees in front of that wall, for which I'm grateful. He still hasn't tackled all that kitchen equipment that Jonathan claims he's going to put in the kitchen, but it is looking tidier, remarkably tidier, actually.
Next, the hotel's frontage.
Well, someone's made an effort to put the window boxes back up and put these here. At least it's brighter, it looks much more welcoming and cheery. But, you know, these windows are still filthy. Ugh, and there's still all these nasty posters up. Someone's made an effort, but that effort hasn't gone far enough.
With no sign of Jonathan or Jackie, Alex greets head receptionist Jane to find out what's really been going on.
Hi, Jane.
Hello, how are you?
How are you?
I'm fine, thanks.
How's everything been going?
Much better. Much better, well, I think it is anyway.
Is Jonathan wholeheartedly signed up to this project?
He never wholeheartedly signs up to anything, but I'm sure deep down, yes.
I noticed that there's lots of improvements out the front. The hanging baskets are out.
That is down to Dan, who is Jackie's nephew, who has come and put a bit of zoom into the place.
Yeah.
So, yeah, tidying up, getting rid of the clutter.
Good, I'm so pleased.
Yeah.
I better go and find Jackie.
Yes.
Alex heads to the office that she'd wanted cleared so it could be opened up as a public space.
Good morning, Jacqueline.
Hello.
How are you?
Right, how are you?
How's everything going?
Not too bad.
Well, I can see a carpet. There's actually table space. I can't believe it. So what's going to happen to all the rest of it, though?
Well, I'm trying to find places for the things that I don't need, and the rest of it, when we move to the other office, most of it can go down there.
Is that actually going to happen, do you think?
Hopefully.
Has he even started?
No. But he is definitely wanting that to happen.
Well, you know, I'm quite encouraged. I mean, there's a way to go yet.
That's right.
But, you know, small steps, but steps nonetheless.
With Jonathan absent, Alex helps Jackie's nephew Dan out front.
Dan, what have you tackled so far?
I started by trying to clear up the car park. I'm quite handy around the place.
Things like this are actually what's going to make a difference to their business. I'm trying to encourage Jonathan to start thinking about this, less as his personal space and more as a hotel.
I think Jonathan wants to be part of everything in the hotel, but he can't be. And he doesn't believe that there's anybody else in the hotel who can do the job
anything.
as well as he can.
I feel a lot more positive knowing you're here. Need a bucket of clean water.
Alex and Dan don't stop with the exterior.
I just think that this is their frontage on the street. You don't need it all here.
Window, isn't it? You want to see people in here sitting down, having a cup of coffee and milling around.
Free of the grime and tatty posters, the hotel is now more inviting. Buoyed by her progress, the hotel inspector finds Jonathan upstairs in the conference room. And the former antiques dealer has some important questions.
Hello.
Hello.
Do come and sit down. Sit here.
How are you?
I'm all right, thank you very much.
How's everything been going?
Would like to have had your advice about a few things.
Yeah.
You know, the character of the hotel. Now, this room is quite a good example because it's clean,
yeah,
but it has a period feel. This was built in the Georgian period, and we have wondered about putting a lot of pictures over the walls, you know,
yeah,
sort of, but the problem then is that one might clutter the place.
I'm concerned that you seem to be more interested in style over substance. Now, I understand that your interest is in objects and in the things, but, you know, for an antique dealer, how can you have so little sensitivity to how a room feels to a guest? Honestly, I challenge you to make sure that every area in this hotel is fit for purpose. And then whatever you do will actually put a gloss on it. But otherwise, you are polishing a turd, Jonathan.
Thank you.
You know, you could have a nice product, but you have to get the basics right before you do anything else. What else would you like to ask me?
Should I dye my hair? I'm going to anyway.
Good for you.
Jonathan is more concerned with putting up paintings than with the bigger picture. It's decision time for Alex.
Well, last time I was here, I did say, and I meant it, that unless things had moved on quite significantly, I was just going to turn around and walk away. But I have to say I was quite impressed when I came today. And although we've still got some way to go, it's definitely going in the right direction. Now, the office is absolutely key. If you can get it cleared for me, and if we can get the office moved, I would like to help you work on this ground floor by making an area where people can sit and have coffee.
Right, yep.
That's a nice idea.
But Jonathan, darling, it really does need to be all hands to the plough. It will be very disappointing if I get it all ready to roll out and I don't have the space to use. Okay?
Okay.
You feeling positive?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Currently, the Rose and Crown's lobby and first impression is the gloomy reception and this rather sad corner. Alex's master plan is to bring the hotel's focus back to its guests. She wants to double the public areas by overhauling the office next to reception. Once finished, the Rose and Crown's ground floor can entice customers back and boost the use of the hotel's bedrooms and function rooms.
Well, Alex came out with some quite interesting ideas. You know, she's looking at things differently, which is what I'd hoped she'd do. She's looking at things as an outsider and a professional. And yes, I'm quite pleased with some of the ideas she came out with. Certainly things that we hadn't thought about.
We're slowly moving forward and hopefully we can keep that going and we'll be getting more people in the door.
The flourishing new downstairs will coincide with the relaunch to show the local community that the Rose and Crown has turned over a new leaf. Major change in the hotel will need a change in its owners' attitudes. 3 weeks later, Alex takes the couple to a hotel that is getting it right. The George Hotel in Stamford has very high standards.
So, this is the coffee room, and it has been busy since 9 o'clock this morning. And I think what's very important is it's not just busy with people who are staying here. You kind of feel like if 12 people turned up and said, we haven't booked, but can we have tea? They wouldn't take much to find them in a corner.
No, exactly, yeah, that is a problem with us.
The George has its own dedicated business centre. And unlike the Rose and Crown's mitre room, it's always ready for business.
Now, the way that you use your mitre room makes it virtually impossible for anyone to see past your mess. If someone turns up and says they want to have a small conference or they want a board meeting, you give them no idea how nice that room could be.
Yeah.
Show them a nice blank space that they can imagine somehow being used for their purpose. Yeah?
Yes, indeed.
You see the points that I'm trying to make?
Yes, I see the points.
I don't think I need to underline it anymore, do I?
No.
No, good.
No.
Fine.
Yes, it's been a useful exercise today. I think we've learnt quite a lot. We've seen how the George runs, and there's a lot of things we can take back and put into practice, I think.
Yes, we knew the George anyway, but seeing behind the scenes has been most useful, really useful indeed, yeah.
A week later, and work begins on Alex's design to open up the ground floor to the public.
Well, we've cleared out the office as far as we can.
Yeah, we want to use the opportunity to try and move things in a rather rational fashion, hopefully a rational fashion anyway.
It was cleared, eventually.
Team effort, I say me and Jackie did it. Jonathan didn't help us, because he never does.
Alex's colour scheme has caused controversy.
I quite like it. I think the colour's quite nice. I'm not sure that Jonathan.
And I don't. I think it's a definite risk with grey. I think it looks rather cold, but there we are.
I don't think he's happy at all, and because I don't think he ever likes being told what to do, basically. And so that's the crux of it.
But the refurbishment has got Jonathan going, and he has an idea of his own.
We are considering some quite large changes to the car park, actually. Maybe with some sort of feature in the centre, a sort of cast iron Victorian fountain, sort of, one of these 8-foot high jobs would be rather nice. And perhaps cars could go around that. It might make people park a little more carefully. But anyway, it's an idea, I don't know.
2 weeks later, in spite of Jonathan's reservations, the new look ground floor is complete. 6 months ago, the reception area was a dreary mishmash of tired, unattractive furniture. But now it feels bright, elegant and enticing. The office was a chaotic jumble of junk. In its place, there's now an attractive room to draw passing trade, improve the hotel's reputation and help tackle the low occupancy rate. But it's not all positive. Down in the depths of the hotel, the junk room Alex wanted Jonathan to clear so the office could move hasn't been touched. And the mitre room has gone from a well-proportioned space for business meetings to a cacophony of clutter. The chaos from downstairs has just been moved upstairs.
This looks much better. Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
Fine, thank you. How are you?
Okay, fine. What do you think?
Lovely, isn't it?
It's a unified whole. There's not lots of bits and different colours and styles and
it's all the same.
It was completely wasted as your office.
It was completely, yeah, I agree.
Those heavy drapes that you had to have across it to hide the mess. Presumably Jonathan will show his face at some point.
He's trying to do the coffee machine at the moment, so he'll then go and put his suit on and come down. So.
Okay.
Alex tweaks the new rooms. A rumour she's looking for pictures has pricked Jonathan's interest and forced him out of hiding.
What dost thou have for me?
The classical print.
Well, let's try it up, darling. That looks nice. But that's lovely, that.
That's fine. Yeah, I've got a few more of these somewhere. I'm not quite sure what they are.
Good. Shall I come with you, Jonathan, and have a look? Can I come with you?
Yeah, you can come.
The hotel inspector and Jonathan are heading to the mitre room to hunt for more pictures.
Oh my God! Oh my God, okay. God, did all this come out of the office?
Yeah.
and truly cannot believe the state of that room. I mean, what's the point of me having cleared out one room if now the bigger one is all full of stuff? I mean, it's everywhere.
Will you just go and change, please, because it's 22.
Okay. Dusters.
Go and get your suit on.
I'll go and get a couple of dusters and cloth.
Jonathan disappears upstairs to change, and the guests arrive.
Hello, would you like a coffee?
Yes, please, if I may.
What do you think of our new room?
Oh, actually, yeah, it's very nice.
Do you like it?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Good, that's the right answer.
Really something to see now.
With no host, Alex steps up to the teacup.
So it's what the marketplace needs.
Oh, sir, say that more. Did you hear that, Jacqueline? It's going to be a great success. It's just what the market needs.
So I live locally and I've never really been in here before because not been encouraged to come in, but I certainly will now.
It looks fresh now. It looks loved. It looks inviting.
45 minutes into the lunch, and Jonathan is still not there.
I've poured about 25 coffees. Jackie's in there doing her bit, but Jonathan's nowhere to be seen. So I need to winkle him out of whatever hole he's scurried into. Thrust him into the fray, I think.
Hello, are you coming down? Because people would like to speak to you. Okay, so 2 minutes. He's just finding some cufflinks and he'll be down.
Oh, he doesn't need to look for cufflinks as he is.
I know, I agree.
He'd be better than he was before.
People are leaving and Jonathan hasn't even said hello to them yet. Pretty typical, isn't it? Oh, where is this stupid man?
Finally, Jonathan arrives.
But you should be talking to a few people to find out what they think of this room.
Oh, I've no doubt I'll get comments later.
I want you to get comments now.
Oh, comments now.
Go and talk to
Okay,
them.
right, all right.
Hi.
Hello there.
Hello, Jonathan. Very nice.
I tried to hide, but they wouldn't let me.
You should be very pleased with it. It looks really good.
Yes, maybe.
I'll entertain clients here.
The very man. Jonathan.
Come on.
Jonathan, have
Yes,
you talked to anybody?
I have done just about, yes, just for a moment.
What did they say to you?
Well, they thought it was different, yes.
Well, they didn't say nicer, less cluttered, what an advantage it is, how nice it was to have another room to sit in. All the things they said to me. No, they didn't say any of that to you.
I haven't heard those. No.
But you don't like listening to people, darling, do you?
Well, I get nagged by so many women. So.
Well, occasionally you should do some of the suggestions that they suggest, and then you'd be nagged less.
Oh, maybe, yes.
The launch has been a success, but despite the good reviews, Alex suspects her efforts have ultimately been in vain.
So why don't we start with the easy bit? What ultimately do you think of this room? Do you think it was a good idea?
Well, yes, it's a good idea to get more use out of it, and as a boardroom, it wasn't being used more than half a dozen times a year.
Well, it wasn't even being used that.
No, in the end,
crap all over it, darling.
No. As an office, we'll be using it every day.
You know, I think it was very interesting talking to people again and again today. They were so positive, and so many people asked me how I found it working with you. Yes, Jonathan. They were dying to hear how impossible you'd been, longing to hear it. And I must say, I do think you're quite long-suffering, Jackie. This hostelry should be titled, Only Come Here If You're an Ornery Bad-Tempered Git. Jonathan's natural stablemates, please come and bed down here. I mean, honestly.
Well, at least I'm a survivor.
I think, actually, on getting to know you, you're a nice person. But that is certainly not the impression that you give. And I can imagine you've got up lots of people's noses quite hard and far. I just think that you have to understand that expansiveness, that inclusiveness is something that is absolutely key to you making a success of this.
Well, we'll see.
Are you going to make a success of this hotel?
I think we will, yes.
How long are you going to give it?
Give what, this? The hotel?
Yes.
Well, I'm here for the duration. I can't do anything else. I'm far too old, so I should be here in 10, 12, 15, 20 years' time, you know.
I shall say farewell and good luck, Jackie.
Thank you. You're about to say she needs it, aren't you?
Well, I'm glad you've got such a good sense of humour about yourself. That's something that I do admire. Thank you very much,
Thank
and
you.
thanks for
Thank
having
you for
had
coming.
me here.
Thank
All
you for
right.
coming.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
The hotel inspector leaves with mixed feelings. While the Rose and Crown's prospects seem to have improved, there may still be an obstacle to this hotel's success. The 14-bedroom Merlin Court Hotel in the seaside town of Ilfracombe. Owned and run by the Shears family. 59-year-old Mike his wife, Helen,
It's quite a lot to do.
and their daughter, Karina,
Dad, there's a leak in the shower.
mum to 2-year-old Samuel. The family bought the Merlin 13 years ago and immediately set about conjuring up Ilfracombe's answer to Camelot.
We decided that we would give it a Gothic feel based on the Avalon theme.
It is medieval because it's got fleur-de-lis on it. It just makes it a bit more ambience.
We play medieval music through the speakers.
We do a chicken Guinevere, which we've named it after the hotel because it's medieval, which is nice.
King of the castle is Dad Mike, who dedicates his every waking hour to the hotel.
He gets up at 5 o'clock in the morning, most mornings.
Take all the telephone calls. Hello, Monaco Hotel, Mike speaking.
He does all the maintenance on the buildings.
The gardening. I'm front of house. Yeah, it's a beautiful coastline, so we will enjoy it. Then I also do a lot of the cooking. I'll do the breakfast and I'll wait tables in the morning. Thank you very much.
But Mike complains that not all the family share his work ethic.
I sort of feel like I've had enough, really.
Particularly daughter Karina, who, with her son Sam, moved back into the family home 2 years ago after separating from her husband.
I decided, well, let's work with Mum and Dad, and it went quite well for a little while.
Problem with a family business is, you've got no way really of sacking a family member.
That's a bit of a bone of contention between us all. If it's busy and they need help, then I help.
Mike had hoped the hotel would provide a future for his family and pay for his and Helen's retirement. But instead, the debts and bad reviews have piled up and occupancy rates have nosedived.
It's probably down in single figures, say 7%, something like that. Pretty dreadful, really. If it doesn't succeed, it'll just have to be sold off for a pittance, basically, and that would be, really upsetting.
Enter the hotel inspector. Alex Polizzi has run some of the most exclusive establishments in the world. Can she make the Merlin the stuff of legend?
Gosh, well, I'm trying to think how I would describe this decor, apart from old-fashioned. That is a really nasty statuette. There's just too much stuff. There's no room to breathe. What on earth does this add to the room? That is what I'd like to know. What do the teddies add to the room? Nothing. They just didn't have anywhere else to put it, so it's ended up here. See, I'm already angry and I haven't got past the entrance yet.
It's a poor first impression, not helped by Alex's experiences before she'd even arrived.
Hello? Mike?
Hello, yes, I'm
Hi.
Mike.
Alex Polizzi.
You phoned us all right?
Yes, I did.
Good,
I had a little bit of a hiccup because I tried to call you the other night and I couldn't get through to you because although the phone rang, then there was just a message saying the person you've called is unavailable.
Oh, sorry about that, yes. Really what should have happened is my daughter being here, actually sort of in the building, should have been taking care of it rather than me.
So it's her fault?
It is really.
Good, okay, as long as we have someone to blame, that's fine.
To try and find out where the Shears family are going wrong, Alex will stay the night.
There we are.
And for his special guest, Mike's reserved his premier room.
Well, it's certainly quite over the top.
Well, thank you. Yes, it was at the time we needed the wow factor, so we picked the border and then we decorated the room to sort of tone in with the border. Yeah.
Okay, fine. Well, thank you very much, Mike.
No worries.
All right, lovely.
Thank you.
Bye. I don't know where to begin. I mean, who on earth has ever heard of decorating a room around a border? I mean, apart from the fact that nobody in their right mind would put crimson red and emerald green on one wall together, there are so many decorating faux pas that he has completely ripped up the decorating manual and invented his own. This green painted frame that's emphasising what exactly? The picture behind the wardrobe. I mean, Merlin. It may give some young boy a stiffy, the idea of coming to an Arthurian-themed hotel, but any adult normally that I know would run a mile. That is, unless they're into the whole dressing up thing.
The hotel has 14 bedrooms, all en suite, with prices up to £75 per night, bed and breakfast.
Well, this idea of decorating according to the colours that are in a border, this is why it's such a wrong idea. It's just an ugly combination. It astonishes me that a hotel can still have a bedroom like this and survive.
But a greater horror lurks behind the door of room 1, now used for storage.
Oh my goodness. Well, that's been ruined already. And it's never even been put up. Look. This mess, what value is anything in here to anybody anymore? This is pure laziness.
Further frustrations await along the corridor.
Oh, God. I feel really sorry for Helen and Mike because they are lagging so far behind. How they manage to keep going, I have no idea. I know that in this town, for £70 a night, you can get a lot better than this. There is not one nice thing in any of the rooms I've looked at. If you want your wife to divorce you, bring her here for a sexy weekend. I don't know where to start. I don't know what to suggest to them. I think this is about as dire as you can get.
So will the most important meal of the day have better taste?
One of my specialities is breakfast, yes. Yeah, people seem to enjoy it.
Is that coffee, do you think? Thank you, Don.
Alex's breakfast that she's having today is going to be, she's going to be pleased with it, I think.
Yeah.
That doesn't look very appealing, does it, somehow? I wouldn't order it again, let's put it that way. I don't think I'll eat it, actually. And very, very salty bacon. This is just a breakfast that you don't get anymore because we all try harder. It's as if they're caught in a time warp. Mike! I'd like to know whether in the 13 years that you've been here, you've changed your food offering at breakfast very much.
Yeah, well, we just increased the number of cereals that we offer, but really the breakfast has stayed the same. And the reason for that is really we've never had any sort of adverse comments about breakfast, to be quite honest.
No, darling, but it's the world has moved on. There's never been a complaint, so you keep your breakfast the same for 13 years. He might not have had a complaint, but the fact that his occupancy rate is in single figures could have possibly have suggested to him that there were things that he could be doing better than he is to try and attract some of those customers back. He's not a kind of dynamic force of nature, is he? He's kind of quite kind and sweet and nice, probably rather ineffectual. Karina clearly doesn't do much around the place, and I'm not sure what Helen does either.
Bending all the time, I get a bit of a bad back. I do love the place, but I don't like all the work, really.
I'm so busy with my child, and Mum's kind of lost a bit of, enthusiasm for the place. So my dad has to work quite hard to get us going sometimes.
With their business and home on the line, it's clear to Alex that the Shears family are in need of some tough love. She gathers them together at the Merlin's round table to lay out her ideas for the salvation of the seaside hotel.
I think, you need a shaking up. In fact, I think you all need a good kind of rattling and say, come on.
First on her hit list, their pride and joy, the décor, which Alex feels needs radically updating.
So the medieval theme. I think possibly it's time to accept that not everyone else likes it as much as you. I mean, this isn't a particularly inviting room to sit in, I have to say, and we could make much more of it.
Alex wants the Shears to cut the Camelot theme and clear out the clutter. She also thinks the creation of a new room could tap into an overlooked customer base.
I think you must tap into the family market. I would like, though, to see you do what every other hotel that wants to tap into the family market does, and that is provide a playroom.
Next, the Merlin's breakfast, currently stuck in the dark ages.
It's disappointing to me and inexplicable that you've just gone on churning out the same old thing. You watch television, you read the newspapers. What are the words everyone talks about? They talk about local, they talk about organic, they talk about food miles, they talk about...
What you're saying really, that the menu's at fault to a great extent.
Well, the menu and the ingredients.
Finally, with the business on the line, she wants the whole family to raise their game and start working as a team.
So room number 1, it is a junk room, and that is a sign to me of just how lazy the whole operation has become.
It's the time element.
But darling, all you've got is sodding time. You're not busy. What do you have except 2 hands and time? I suggest that you do a rota. And I include you in this because while you live under this roof, you have to pull your weight, darling. You've been very quiet during this process, Mike. I was hoping for a bit more of a fight from you.
What you've suggested is fine, really.
I don't want it's fine, because that is actually not what I'm looking for. It is going to be a lot of effort to do this.
Yeah, of course.
So it's either, yes, that is a good idea, let's give it a go, or no, actually, leave us as we are because I'd rather things were like this.
Fine was perhaps the wrong word to use, really. Yeah, she thought I was not totally committed to what she was suggesting, and that wasn't the case. It was just really a poor choice of words. Yeah. It's going to be banished from my vocabulary from now on, that word.
With Alex's plan ringing in his ears, Mike heads off in search of local suppliers in an effort to perk up his puny sausage.
I
haven't seen such a depressing, dingy offering for years. He just has to get on and move with the times.
These are the ones that are ready to go in the shop now.
Yeah.
He also sets about the DIY like a man possessed. Opening up space for a new playroom at one end of the dining room. Meanwhile, Helen makes a slightly less enthusiastic effort at decluttering.
I don't want to get rid of too much because it's the sort of character of the place.
Of course, I'm really worried Helen isn't going to bite the bullet and get rid of all the tat around the place.
Well, I like the fireplace. I don't see that there's anything wrong with it.
She has to accept that most of what it's doing is trapping the dust.
Some of the silk flowers, I've just bought those literally not long ago. They're like real roses. I'm not going to get rid of things like that, so... I don't think there's anything too offensive with candles.
As for creating a rota to spread the workload more evenly, it's not quite the sea change that Alex or Mike had been hoping for.
I'm doing 12 hours a week, and my mum, it's similar with her really. And with Dad, I've just literally put that he's working from 6 in the morning till 6 at night, Monday through to Sunday, you know, all day, every day.
The imbalance is threatening to drive a wedge between father and daughter.
The situation's getting worse than ever now. I can only see two outcomes, really. One is that everybody pulls together and we become a family in all ways, or that we become totally estranged from one another.
2 months after laying out her plan, Alex is back, anticipating big changes.
I'm expecting to be wowed by the breakfast. I'm expecting a lot of the Arthurian junk and the extraneous objects to have disappeared. But most of all, I'd like to see that Helen and Karina are taking on their share of the work.
Put the kettle on.
And relieving some of the responsibilities from Mike's shoulders.
Thank you. Would you like to take
Thanks,
a seat
darling.
there, Alex?
First to come under the hotel inspector's scrutiny is Mike's new and improved breakfast.
All in the wrist meat, like that, okay? The new sausage seems to swell up in the pan. Comes larger and larger as time goes on. So that's excellent.
This is a mess. I wonder if they only did it this morning, because I cannot understand why on earth you would have me faced with this.
Oh, shall I do that? Because I know where it goes. I've got a certain system how I lay it all out.
Alex.
Thank you.
Enjoy it.
That looks like a very nice plateful and a much more decent sausage.
It's handmade in Barnstable from a local supplier in Ilfracombe. It's farm eggs.
It is a farm egg,
They're
good.
delivered fresh as soon as they're laid from the farm. We get them delivered.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Thank you. I shall look forward to trying it. Thank you. That is a huge improvement, believe me. All this looks quite nice, and Mike seems quite proud of it. So he's done his bit. I wonder if the girls have been quite so proactive.
Alex finds her answer next door.
Oh, I mean, what a bloody mess. Oh my God! Please tell me that wasn't bought new. It's worse than what was there before. I mean, you know, I'm speechless. I left them with the plan to declutter. I'm not entirely sure they understood what I was talking about.
The future of the Merlin Court is on the line, and the family have failed to take the decisive action Alex had hoped for. Even Mike's new playroom can't make up for the clutter.
This is a great idea. It's fab, but completely ruined by the effect that the rest of the room has on me. What am I going to say to them to make them understand what is at stake here?
The Shears family are in danger of losing their home and livelihoods. Alex calls a crisis meeting.
I have to say, all in all, I'm pretty disappointed with what I found today. Great, you've started clearing out a bit, but not as much as you could have done.
No, okay.
The breakfast has been started, but how long does it take to put a bloody menu on a computer? You've done the kiddie playroom, but everything's a sodding mess. It has been 4 weeks since you last had a guest here. It has been 2 months since I last visited you. I don't know what you've been doing in this time, darlings.
Well, we'd looked at the list of things we had to do, and we've done all of the things that were asked. And I've been poorly in my defence, actually, in the last few weeks, but I don't suppose that's a very good excuse, but I have.
The problem that Queen has got, really, is she doesn't see the big picture so well. So she's got a good life here. She's got, you know, people that look after Sammy, love Sammy, and we support her, but she isn't supporting us back, really. That's the way I feel about it, really.
Do you think that's unfair?
I don't know. I'm trying to stay here to help my family, that's all. And I know that I might not be the best of help, but I'm still kind of here to save my dad having to pay someone else, and I know that I don't pull my weight enough. That is a fact, I know that.
My only interest is trying to keep this business so that you have a house over your heads and you have some way of surviving. Grass the nettle, darling. You know, you've got me here not very long. I think, yes, I probably was a bit more brutal than I would usually be. But the reality is, their business is going to go down the tubes, and their livelihood with it, and their home with it. But I hope that somehow we've turned a corner and that this is actually going to make a difference.
Comes to a head, doesn't it, after a while? Alex wants to see, you know, drive and enthusiasm from us all now, and, you know, that's what, you know, that's what she'll get.
With the family's assurance that they'll raise their game, Alex has come up with a plan to drag their occupancy rates out of single figures. She wants to hold a kids' fun day at the hotel to promote their family-friendly facilities, as well as inviting 3 families to stay the night, who, if impressed, might write some much-needed positive reviews. But there's a long way to go before Alex is ready to open up Merlin Court to public scrutiny. Step 1, get the Shears family working as a team. She's sending them out on a mission.
So, I would like 3 projected itineraries. So if someone came and stayed here for a long weekend, let's say, with their kids, what they could do for 3 days. So basically do all the thinking for people, OK?
Yeah.
Bye! Have fun!
And while they're away, Alex can take matters into her own hands.
I am very excited about doing this. Just the money they must have spent on scatter pillows is bonkers. I mean, please, why would you do that? Ugh. Ugh. Ugh.
Alex has decided drastic action is required. She intends to thoroughly declutter the hotel and then completely redesign the dining room and play area, obliterating the gloomy Gothic theme.
This is a goner, and this has got to go.
Meanwhile, the family are investigating what Ilfracombe has to offer in the way of family fun.
So we've got the aquarium, just
yeah.
down up here. Yeah, we've got the tunnels.
Right, yeah, super.
Who thinks that that is pretty? Use it to beat Mike with.
What about the cinema? Is there any films for children at all?
We don't actually run as a cinema anymore.
Oh, you don't?
No,
I didn't know that.
We haven't done that for a couple of years. But
I really hope that Helen, Mike and Karina are having a nice day out, first of all, but also that they're remembering why people come to Ilfracombe. People don't just come here to stay with them, they come here to have fun.
Once Alex has vanquished the Merlin's knickknacks, her decorating team materialise.
I keep thinking about the fact that they chose to decorate their rooms according to the borders that they chose, which, you know, that's the first time I've been surprised in a long time by anything anyone said.
In addition to the dining room and play area, Alex also wants to make over one of the depressing bedrooms to provide an inexpensive template for the family to follow.
Now, they obviously have no taste. They definitely need my help to show them what to do in a room, to see what a proper modern bedroom should look like. And they've got no money, so I've got to do it on the cheap. But actually, I think that will be doing them a favour because there'll be no extra cash to buy more crap. Like this.
But what will Mike, Helen and Karina make of the new look Merlin, purged of their own personal taste?
Wow, look at this.
Wow.
Alex and her team have practiced their alchemy, turning Merlin Court's dining room from dingy and cramped with Camelotian clutter to a light, bright and breezy eating space, much more befitting the seaside establishment.
Is it the same room? That's what I want to know.
No, totally different, isn't
It
it?
is.
One half of the old dining room has become a chic new lounge.
We think we're quite good at interior design, don't we?
When you look at this, we're not.
No.
Perfect for parents to chill out in, while their kids amuse themselves next door, where Mike's new playroom is now unrecognisable.
Gorgeous.
Oh my God.
Oh, look.
I actually feel speechless.
And room 1 has been turned from a dumping ground for detritus into an appealing and valuable letting room that the Shears can take inspiration from. Merlin Court looks like a whole new hotel, and now it's down to the family to take advantage.
Hi Alex, how are you?
I'm very well. I'm wondering what you think of your new dining room and the playroom.
Oh, it's fantastic, Alex.
It's absolutely gorgeous.
I'm so pleased you're happy. Listen, you know I've got 3 families coming with children to stay with you shortly. There should be some flyers.
Goodness.
I'd like you to try and go out and hand them out to the local attractions that you've started working with. Anywhere that you can think of that you could invite in the same day as I've got the families there.
Okay.
And start generating a bit of excitement.
Yep, definitely.
Do,
Thank you,
yes.
we do. Yep.
It's a big job, demanding energy and teamwork.
You said you were doing the bathrooms today,
Yeah.
and I was doing the cleaning. Now you want to change because you don't fancy it. I think she's trying to get over doing the bathrooms today. She doesn't want to do them.
The next 24 hours are crucial for the survival of this family business, and I'm hoping against hope that I can see at last that each member of the family can pull together.
Mum does turn into Mumzilla when she's stressed, so it could be an interesting day.
Stage 1 of the relaunch begins with the arrival of the families, who Alex has invited in the hope that they will provide some glowing reviews.
Right, then my dad's got to. I think I need to get Dad.
They desperately need good internet reviews to put them back on the map.
We definitely need good reviews because we did have some really bad ones.
If they fail, they're really going to fall flat on their faces and there's nowhere left to run.
Next morning, it's time for the Shears family to face what could be the most important day in Merlin Court's history.
Right, darlings, this is the big test. I want to see that it's not just a physical transformation, but I want to see that the working unit, really can function together. Smiley, cheerful, happy, very positive, please, and just be charming with everybody.
First to come under scrutiny, Mike's modernised breakfast.
Breakfast is incredibly important for the modern traveller.
Right, you are, yeah. Yeah.
Can I just have fried bread and fried tomatoes, please?
Croissant and a banana.
Quite often it's the only meal they're going to eat in the place where they're staying.
Well, I'm not used to doing all these extra things with it, are we?
Morning.
4 eggs on the go at the moment.
Was this on white toast or brown toast? I've had a few swear words this morning.
It's the last impression they have before they walk out that door, and it's a chance for the hotelier to show generosity and quality. Good morning. Hi. How was your breakfast?
It was lovely, thanks. Very nice.
So, did you like your breakfast?
Yeah, it was really good. I enjoyed it. I love the sausages.
Hurrah!
Next, the three families head off to road test the suggested holiday activities.
Okie dokie. Go on then, guys.
While Mike, Helen and Karina handle last-minute preparation for the family fun day.
That's not going to be enough. We don't be running around getting glasses when people arrive.
Is that all the best glasses we got then, is it?
There's a big Ilfracombe white booth.
Difficult to know whether we're planning for 200 or 20.
I'm looking forward to a glass of wine, frankly.
Ilfracombe Museum here.
There's the harbour.
A nice little river here. When I first saw this, I thought this was a golf course.
Ilfracombe's town crier signals the Shears family's last chance to impress.
Welcome you to Ilfracombe's Merlin Court Hotel!
I'm hoping this is going to be a huge success and a launching pad for the new Merlin Court.
There's a chance for the playroom to be put through its paces.
Look at that room, full of kids and full of happy mothers.
Some traditional seaside entertainment. With a not-so-traditional storyline.
By that lady called Alex or whatever, she's been coming into my hotel telling me that I can't cook sausages.
While whining and dining the adults, Alex and the Shears family can flog their hotel for all it's worth.
This is one that Alex made over for us.
Obviously, it's a great place to, for the kids to play and everything, so...
We did a bedroom, and they've done another 2 bedrooms.
Yeah.
The locals appear to be lapping it up.
Very good. Yeah, really good.
It's really lovely to have somewhere like this in Ilfracombe.
Oh, this is beautiful.
I really like the idea of targeting the family, the young family market. I think they'll find a niche.
Today has shown me that there are people in Ilfracombe who want to support you, who have enormous goodwill for you. There is business out there. You just have to go and get it.
Merlin Court is in dire need of some magical reviews. So have the three families fallen under its spell?
OK, so do you want to hear what your guests in the new bedrooms thought?
Yes.
Yes?
There is a common thread, which is that all 3 families felt that they hadn't seen enough of you two. We didn't see Helen or Karina, just Mike. As a family-run business, maybe we should see more of them as well. Dining area and lounge, again, a huge success. Play area for younger children, fantastic. Listen to this, the breakfast was 110% excellent.
Ooh.
That's good. Full marks to the host. Good itineraries, were very informative as to where to go, what to do. Thank you, well done. We really enjoyed our stay and would recommend it to any family, which is pretty bloody good, I would say. So, every time someone comes here and has a good time, get them to write you something.
Yeah.
You have pulled together, I have seen a difference. I'm very happy with the fact that the rooms have been done. But now you have to keep on that path. And I want you to go forward thinking that this is just the beginning.
Definitely.
Yes.
Well, I shall be keeping a beady eye on you from afar.
Thank you.
Good.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for all your help.
My pleasure. I know they've still got a long way to go,
But the important thing is they now have 3 good reviews which are going to be posted on internet review sites and which they can use on their own website. And if they go on, they're going to be able to use all this experience as a launch pad for future success.
It's given us a new lease of life, really, to get on and do things and
more energised,
and
more
enjoy it.
motivated. The future was looking pretty bleak before.
Now we've got a clear vision of the future,
Yeah.
and how it can be if we all pull together. Merlin Court is back on the map.